Hey, Carolina Tony, coming to you today from Fayetteville, North Carolina at the 82nd Airborne War Museum. Something happened today, first time ever. In order to get into this museum, I had to have two forms of identification: Social Security number, driver's license, car ID, insurance ID, and even had to give my thumbprint. So this is a highly guarded museum. But anyway, it proves to be fun. So more right after this station identification. This is a church. It is made out of stone from Utah Beach. Said this paratrooper figure represents Private John Steele of the 105th Paratrooper Division that landed on the church on June 6, 1944. There's a memorial to fallen soldiers, as well as other memorials for Operation Iraqi Freedom, Airborne Memorial, dedicated to the memory of the men of the 328th Infantry, 82nd Division, AEF, who made the supreme sacrifice for America in the World War. This aircraft park. Some huge airplanes. A tank. A helicopter. A UH-1A Iroquois helicopter. I believe it has been gutted. That's kind of an interesting plane there. It's painted dark. It says test aircraft. And this is the pull behind air defense cannon. This is another big old airplane. This is a C-47 Skytrain. A little helicopter. Oh, I want one of these. I'll be able to go everywhere. We're here in the War Museum. This is a World War I soldier. Some members of the 82nd Division, Alvin York. And this is World War II. Post-war. Global response. 1965. Let's go in here. Cannon. Uniform here. A French Army World War I helmet. A machine gun. This is a uniform worn by Alvin Cullum York. He was born in 1887, died in 1964, Company G, 328th Infantry said that on October the 8th, Corporal York was a point man in a 17-man patrol that ventured into enemy territory and attempted to silence the machine gunners. Mimicking the Tennessee woodsmen nearly night passages into the forest, the Americans advanced 400 yards without drawing gunfire. Suddenly they saw two soldiers and gave chase. Soon they stumbled behind the line of the German command post, and the Germans dropped their weapons. Using his German captive as a shield, York killed 18 machine gunners as they popped their heads up to get a clear view of him. Said he led 132 captives back to the American lines. He received a Medal of Valor, and his home state of Tennessee actually gave him a house and land. All types of radios, knives, there's a Jeep. Looks like a World War II uniform. Paratroopers. More machine guns. Here's another glider that we saw in another video. This thing is covered with canvas that's been painted to make it a little harder. The back side of it. They would haul men around, 16 passengers, non-retractable landing gear. This had only the basic flying. They were towed by C-46, 47s, 54s, and they were meant to be towed at about 120 miles an hour and then let go and land behind enemy lines. Here is a plaque, Medal of Honor, and a Congressional Medal of Honor gave to Sergeant Leonard Funk, 508th Parachute Infantry Division. He received it, the Service Cross, for destroying 3 German flak guns on the 18th of September near Fox Hill, Holland. He's the most decorated 82nd trooper in the division history. Here's a bust of Adolf Hitler. The 82nd Airborne Division found this in the Berlin rubble, brought it home. So the bullet holes are compliments of the Soviet Army. They didn't like Adolf at all. Mortars, rockets. More guns. This is a cross from the Camp Red Ball Chapel. During an enemy attack, a Dud rocket-propelled grenade entered the backside and came through the front. And the plaque on it read afterward, "Hit by enemy fire, but never out of action." So during Vietnam, soldiers patrolling would often be in the woods and going through swamps and all, and they may come across something like this. So the Viet Cong often dug holes in ditches along trails and pathways where they patrolled. Inside the hole, they placed these punji sticks pointed upward, made from wood and metal and plastic, and the sticks were often coated in feces to spread infection. The North Vietnamese communists used these plastic wallets as propaganda and distributed them into South Vietnam. Viet Cong would often try to hide. They dig holes down in the ground in little tunnels and our soldiers had something called tunnel rats. It would actually, these brave men would actually go down in these holes to root out the Viet Cong. All of these items belong to Noriel Noriega, dictator in Panama. And they were seized from his personal home by the 2nd Battalion 504th Infantry. His hat and his flag and his sword. He even had his little said the 307th Engineer Battalion recovered this from General Manuel Noriega's office during Operation Just Cause. Sheridan armor fragment. This is from a tank that was destroyed by the 373rd Armor Division in Panama. I think I got that right. This flag here was used to identify an Iraqi voting station that the division protected. Even Santa wore camouflage. So General Rodriguez wore this hat when he visited soldiers at the numerous forward operation bases working on Christmas Eve. Some uniforms used during the Iraqi war. This is ISIS flag that was captured by the Iraqi forces. June of 2015. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for subscribing to this channel and those that just took a few minutes out of their day to watch. Hope you've enjoyed it. But for now, y'all have a good day.